Hello and welcome to the GameGrin Weekly News Roundup. My name is Dominoid and I am your host for the next 10 minutes. Unless you fast forward the video, in which case it might be less than that. But a warning, if you are planning to do that, I do get motion sickness. So while you ponder what speed to watch at, we'll catch up with that GameGrin intro. So first up, and Overwatch is 2 years old next week. We have a card here and it says lots of love from mummy and daddy and your big brother, Heroes of the Storm. And look, they drew a rocket ship on it. To celebrate the birthday, players logging in between the 22nd of May and the 12th of June will get themselves some sexy swag, including some legendary skins and new dance emotes. If you are not a player of the game already, then there is also a free weekend coming between the 25th and the 29th of May, meaning that you can try the title that everyone is still talking about. Another game that launched around 2 years ago was Lawbreakers, but the title was sadly much less successful than Overwatch, and this week it was announced that sadly the damage of that title's lack of success has taken the company down with it. CEO of Boss Key Productions, industry veteran Cliff Bleszinski, has left the games industry entirely now, and the firm has been closed down. The developer have had a tumultuous time of late, with the aforementioned title not making the impact that they had hoped it would and shutting its servers in less than a year. Their follow-up title, Battle Royale game Radical Heights, was starting to gain some traction, but the CEO took to Twitter this week to announce that it was too little too late and the success of Radical Heights was not enough to keep the company afloat. It is a sad time for the many talented developers at the studio, and we wish them all of the best for a hopefully swift return to work. Cliff himself, however, is taking a hiatus from games. Instead, he will be focusing on his family. Also at 2 years after its launch is No Man's Sky, and the game is still going strong, with an Xbox One release coming soon. It's testament to all of the hard work put in by Hello Games, who have refused to let the title die after a lukewarm initial reception, and have been busy upgrading and improving the title ever since. Alongside the Xbox One launch comes the much anticipated multiplayer update, meaning that players can join each other in the vastness of space and look at all of the pretty flora and fauna together as of the launch on the 27th of July, when we will see both the update and the Xbox One version launch simultaneously. Another upcoming launch now, and Wipeout-inspired anti-gravity racer Anti-Graviator is coming to Steam very shortly. The title has a feature only seen before in big rigs over the road racing, where players can go as fast as they like with no regard to the laws of physics. This time round though, it can be done forwards, and it's not a hilarious bug, but the unique selling point of the game itself. The futuristic racer sees you reaching whatever speeds you can attain without losing your lunch or crashing, making for a high-octane racer that should keep you on the edge of your seat right until the last lap. From a game that is coming soon to one that is a little way off now, as Metro Exodus has been delayed, and we will now be waiting until the first quarter of 2019 to play it. Now, whilst this is a bit of a shame, it does mean that our editor will be in a better position to finish all of the earlier titles before this new one releases. So why not check out his latest diary, which is live on GameGrin.com right now. As for Exodus itself, we can expect a brand new gameplay trailer at E3, whilst 4A Games spend a bit more time polishing the title to make it as shiny and high quality as we have come to expect from the series. Also coming in 2019 is the recently announced Rage 2. After its leak last week, we've got a new trailer for the game this week with some crazy huge guns, a giant open world, and a promise of another new trailer at E3. Bethesda also gave us a sneak preview of the game's story, which will be set shortly after the first title. You'll be in the shoes of a Vineland Ranger named Walker, and your task will be to fend off beasties in order to save the world. You know, because video games. And to finish off, it is a couple of related stories that we blended together to make a delicious gaming smoothie. And this week, it's a sexy special. We can't show you rude things on YouTube, so instead we've used some stock footage of animals. Steam decided this week that enough was enough, and visual novels about scantily clad manga females do indeed count as pornography. So they have started to crack down on this genre. Although Valve have not issued a statement themselves, developers of titles such as Honey Pop, Mutiny and Tropical Liquor all took to Twitter to complain about how unfair it was that Valve told them to get rid of all of the porn or risk being pulled from the service. It's okay though, because Manga Gamer have come to the rescue by hinting at an 18+ digital store for their own pornography masquerading as a game, which they plan to open up to other creators of undressed schoolgirl simulators. And that is all we have time for this week. Thank you very much for being here, and as always we appreciate any likes, comments, subscriptions, follows, whatever you might want to bestow on us, including the subscription, the like and the bell on YouTube, of course. We will be back with more news next week when our favourite freckled friend TGK will be back in the hosting chair. And remember, we stream on Twitch most evenings at 8 PM UK time. I have been your host, Dominoid. This has been the GameGrin Weekly News Roundup, and I will see you soon. But until next time, game on.